Easy Dreamers, today we're going to be having a lot of fun with stress, and I'm going to show you how you can change the meaning of a sentence depending on the word that you stress. All that is coming right up, guys, after we meet another Eat Sleep Dreamer.
Hello, Chief Dreamer. Antonella here from Torino, Italy, English teacher. But besides being a teacher, I'm also a learner. So thanks a lot for what you do for all of us every week, and cheers everyone.
Easy Dreamers, welcome back to another lesson with me, Tom. Today we're looking at stress, and in particular, sentence stress. Now, English is a stress time language. What does that mean? Well, it means that the stressed syllables in a sentence are at regular intervals, and the unstressed syllables are fitted in. So they are shortened down to fit into the rhythm of that sentence. For example, if I said, she's from London, you've got 4 words there. She is from London, 4 words. But the main stress is on she and London, because they're the most important words. Is and from are contracted, so she's is contracted, and then from, I'm using the weak form there, from. She's from London. So as you can see, the most important words, the words that carry the most meaning, are stressed the most. Now, why is this important for you? Well, we use the stress of certain words to carry a lot of meaning, and that's important for you to know, to understand. So if someone is talking to you and they are stressing a certain word, you can understand why they've done that. And then of course for you to use it as well when you are using spoken English. So today we're going to look at one sentence of 10 words, and we're going to change the meaning of that sentence using stress. Alright, this is going to be really useful. Let's get going. Right, our sentence is, I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. Alright, the do not makes it 10 words, but okay, if it's don't contracted, 9 words. So I'm going to say this sentence, and I want you to think about what's the meaning of how I said it. Alright, let's go with the first one. I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. Okay, what's the meaning of that sentence? Well, first of all, the word that I stressed was I. And the meaning there, or the suggestion, is that I don't think you should buy a new car, but maybe somebody else does. So maybe your friend has suggested it, or whoever you're talking about. But the stress there is showing that it's not me that thinks you should buy a new car. Maybe you do, maybe somebody else does, but not me. I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. Alright, so the word that was stressed there is don't. And the reason we did it there, because perhaps you think that I do think you should buy a new car. And so I want to stress that actually, no, I don't think you should buy a new car. It's contrary to what you thought before. I don't want you to buy a new car. So I'm stressing that, the negative there, don't. It's almost like saying that it's not true. It's not true that I think you should buy a new car, because I don't. Stress on the don't. I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. So now we're stressing you. And the reason for that is because I don't think you should buy a new car, but I think that somebody else should buy a new car. So, I don't know, whoever you're talking about. So I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. Okay, so now we're stressing should, and that's really emphasizing my advice to not buy a car. So we're stressing the should, basically saying don't buy the car. I don't think you should buy the car. Okay, next one. I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. All right, now we're stressing buy, and that's really saying don't buy it, rent it. So we're looking for an alternative verb. So rent a car or borrow a car, but don't buy a new car. We're emphasizing the buy because we think there's an alternative verb that you can use there. I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. So now we're stressing new, and the implication here is that I don't think you should get a new one, get an old one. Okay, so we're stressing the new because we think that's the most important thing that needs to be changed. I don't think you should buy a new car, buy an old one, or buy a second-hand one. So yeah, that's why we're stressing new there. I don't think you should buy a new car. I don't think you should buy a new car. Okay, so there we're thinking, well, not a car. So what we're saying there is that you should use your money to buy something else. Don't buy a new car. Buy a new motorbike or a house or a TV, whatever the thing is. So we think about this kind of situation in context. Think about maybe you're in a shop, you're in Zara or H&M or wherever, and you've got 2 t-shirts, and you say to your friend, which t-shirt do you like, the blue one or the white one? And your friend says, the blue one. The blue one. Well, that is using this stress. They are stressing blue because they want to say the blue one, not the white one. So that's a real example of how we use stress to negotiate meaning. Which one should I pick, the blue one or the white one? The blue one. So therefore, not the white one. Using stress. Another example, what time does our plane leave? 1/4 or 1/2? Oh, 1/4. 1/4. Stressing the quarter there because the alternative is 1/2. So we're stressing quarter. What time does our plane leave? 1/4. 1/4. So as I said at the beginning, guys, I think this is really useful for when you're listening to people speaking and you can understand exactly what they mean, but also for your own spoken English. Start to think about which words you're stressing and which words are the most important. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. Remember, I've got new lessons every Tuesday and every Friday, helping you take your English to the next level. I've got a Facebook page, I've got an Instagram account, check them out. And until next time guys, this is Tom, the Chief Dreamer, saying goodbye.